Collective, what's going on? It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Um, yeah, I had a few things that happened since the last time I put out a video, right? I don't know if you saw the last video that I put out, but I was talking about someone doing that sex trade trafficking thing. One more thing that I wanted to add to that was that that's where a lot of the money spills was coming from. It was to get somebody to lose a lot of money so that they would need somebody, and then whoever that person was, it was kind of like they were going to suggest that they do porn or sex, something like that. It was a way to initiate you into a sex cult, basically, right? Okay, so anyway, so what I've seen, well, I had a few dreams and stuff like that happened. It's and this happens every once in a while, but it's I saw this flood, okay? I was half asleep, half awake, but I saw this flooding water. It was this flood, this real bad flood that was overpowering or overcoming someone. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was sending stuff against you, basically. I just saw this really powerful flood. You know what I'm saying? I saw the flood just filling up and just overcoming them. You know, if you recall, I was talking about, for the last couple of months, I was talking about the first phase of the spiritual warfare, where it was going to be the spirit of Moses is upon his people. And you crossed over to the other side, and the vibe that I get is that somebody, either, I'm guessing it was you, who actually found a way to not be so bothered by what was going on or whatever it may be, or to actually find a way to walk away again from what they were sending, whoever was sending your way or whatever it may be. And what happened was they were trying to pursue you again, okay? And in the process of pursuing you and doing stuff and sending stuff your way, that's when the flood water started caving in on these people or on this person. And it's building up on them, So eventually somebody is going to drown in their sorrows, because that's what the flood water is. It's the drowning in your sorrows. Somebody didn't know that. So next up, we have there was I tapped into that dream space again, and what I saw, it was kind of like I was in between worlds. And what I saw a man that was just sitting there. It's like he's sitting on the edge of the bed, or it's somewhere that he's sitting. It's like a bed, I want to say, or it's somewhere that's closed off from the rest of the world. And he just sit there almost all day long, and he watches you, okay? That's all he do. He just sit there, and it's like his mind is gone. It's kind of like, how, it's kind of like, I want to say something like, how you have somebody who's in a mental hospital, in a sense, and only thing that they can do is sit and watch TV all day, or they can sit and watch something all day, and they just sit there like this. That's this person here. They can't do anything else but watch all day. That's all they do, is just sit there and watch, okay? And then you have this woman. This woman, I think she caught him, or she's tired of it, where only thing this man does all day is watch you, whether you're male or female. Now, what happens is This woman is leaving this man with his daughter. There's a woman with a daughter. She's not an old kid either. She's kind of like 10, about 8, 9, 10 years old. She's a young girl, right? She's walking away from this man with this child, right? Now that I think about it, this is the same woman that thought about getting an abortion or putting the same child up for adoption. When she found out that she had this baby with this man, she cried. She cried. She did not want to be stuck with this man. That's something that I saw. She cried. She did not want to be stuck with his ass. But for some reason, she kept the child. And now she regrets it. But she's walking away. It's like she's walking away with this child. Yep, she's walking away with this child. And then another thing that I saw, it was like, you know how like the hospital, how they have like kids with cancer and stuff like that. You know how most of the time in that ward, a lot of kids wear like gowns and stuff like that. Like, you know, most of them wear like gowns and stuff like that, and they're like all in one room or something. At least on TV, that's how they do it, right? I seen a room similar to that, but it was a bunch of young kids though. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe that I got is like, it had to do with like somebody kids. And when you walk into the room, that's when all these kids swarm you and want to be around you and hang around with you and stuff like that. So it was something about, I'm not sure if the kids were sick, but I do get the vibe that there's a bunch of kids that's like living all in one, like in one area basically. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all packed in one place. I don't know if it's a daycare. I don't know if it's like a house with a whole bunch of kids or whatever it may be. But there's a lot of kids jam-packed in one room is the vibe that I got from that. And I heard another word yesterday. Like I was telling y'all before, like when I started before I started the spiritual journey, I was like 14, 15 years old, right? This had to be like 18 years ago down here. Yeah, I'm almost that fucking old, right? I think it's 18. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna count it. Fuck it. But it was a while ago, right? Oh, it was a little longer than that, I guess. Anyway, I remember, I forgot what I was doing, and I heard a woman whisper in my ear, and she was like, all the money. She said, all the money. Like that, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So like some time go by, maybe like another year or so later, not even a year, it's a couple months later, and then I heard some, all the girls. And then I'm just like, what the fuck? And then like some years passed, and I heard one that says, your soul. Like that, right? And I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on here? So that stopped around my first Saturn return when I was like, I would say like 2013 or something like that, right? So about 2013, that's when I started hitting it. Like I started having the spiritual warfare where I had somebody putting out spiritual, you know what I'm saying, basically spiritual hits out on me, where it was like, you know, attacking my money, my love life, sex life, stuff like that, trying to get me to be initiated and all kind of different shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's been crazy, right? So the last word that I heard last night, was it last? I think it was like last night or the night before. I heard that whisper again, and it said, wait. And I'm like, what? I said, what the fuck? I said, where this bitch been? I was thinking, can you say something like peace, motherfucker? What the hell? So, yeah, it looked like, I guess in the next cycle that's coming up, it looks like somebody is either going to try to delay you or try to get you to wait for them for something. But we ain't going for that shit. We ain't going for that shit. We ain't going for that shit. Okay, let's see here. What we got? Damn, I didn't even get all my fucking cards out today. I had pulled cards earlier or whatever, but I had got that message and I'm like, no, I think I should pull off that message, right? So I'm gonna put some cards around that message and see what comes up, and see what each one of those meant or represented. Bless the message that we can all away from it. The Holy Spirit. Okay. So let's see what comes up, right? The overall message for today. Well, actually, this is going to be the overall message for the word wait, that waiting word. And then I'm going to pull one for, what is this? I'll pull one for one of the other dreams. I'll figure out what that one is later. I think I'm gonna do the flood water one. Okay. Yeah. So we got a one with the word here. We got beloved radical acceptance here, right? And you got a heart that is inflamed by a phoenix. Basically look like a sun here. You know what I'm saying? Star energy. Yeah, just give me the vibe of someone who is wow. I guess this is just the energy of letting you know that you are loved. Somebody has this extreme attraction to you, and it could definitely be this King of Cups here. Remember I was talking about that man who was just sitting there, just staring at you and shit like that. An ugly gorilla looking boy. I'm telling you, if you saw this nigga, you would look at him like, man, I don't think he wipe his booty. I'm telling you, dog. If you had saw him, man, he look like one of them people who just like walk around shitty booty all day, like, you know. I'm like, oh my god, that's some real shit. But if that's what you go for, yo, okay, so in the monad, we got somebody who abuses emotions, who tries to exert their energy and emotions against, you know, on you, over you, or whatever it may be. Yeah, like I said, you got this mental entrapment card. Somebody's definitely going through something right now. Somebody is definitely, whoever this energy is, it's like they're in this mental entrapment because it's kind of like they're going through a court case, right? It's like somebody maybe have pinned something on this person, or this person is like somebody did something to this person. It look like I'm getting the vibe of something that was unfair that was done here. Like this person is like in a mental prison. Let's see what kind of energy comes out here. Yeah, you got the second chakra in reverse here. So it's kind of like they're in a mental prison. They can't see past what's going on in front of them or whatever. Like I said, remember I told you they was just sitting there like stuck. That's this energy right here. Because with that sacred chakra right there, that's not your grounding energy, but that has to do with like imagination, sexuality, you know what I'm saying, creativity, even a source of your strength, an aspect of your strength, right? If it's in reverse or if it's blocked or whatever, like this person experienced, they could have mage wing probs if you're a guy, and if you're a chick, your well runs dry. You get what I'm saying? Either way, this give me the vibe of, because somebody is so mentally stressed out, it's taking a toll on their body, and their estrogen levels are low, and or their testosterone levels are low, right? Low sperm counts, right? Let's see here. Yeah, this justice card in reverse here. So something is unfair. There was some unfair judgment or something that came out against this person, and it's coming out into the open now. Like I said, like it could involve shapeshifting, water magic, a siren here. You got somebody practicing, you know, from a book, practicing magic or witchcraft from a book. Someone feeling like they're ensnared or encaged, have to do with a baby. Like this person has a lot of stuff coming out into the open. This person has a lot of secrets that are being revealed here, right? And this person, I guess, feels like it's not right or it's not fair, right? Oh, yeah. It looks like the vibe that I'm getting is kind of like this person did so much stuff to so many people, and now a lot of it is coming back to them. You know what I'm saying? Only it's coming in an unfair amount. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the universe probably intended only for so much to come back, but it looks like maybe somebody else out here is actually sending even more back than what is supposed to be sent back. You know. Either that or they tip the balance, whatever it is. It's kind of like the balance of the universe is disrupted because you have this narcissist out here who's trapped in a mental prison. And I guess they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, it's kind of like they're trying to stay still. But in reality, either they're supposed to be narcissism or a narcissism or narcissizing. That's what I'm saying. They're supposed to be narcissizing, or they're supposed to be trying to get their lives together to change for the better, right? Okay. Yeah, you got the Five of Cups here in reverse. You got the Magician card out here, and you got the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person is definitely getting ready to walk away from their family. They're trying to it's like they're walking away from, like, I can't say what no longer serve them, but it's like this narcissist out here is in mental imprisonment. It looked like they took damage. It looked like the vibe I get is that it's a game that they play, and now that they're the subject of that game, they can't handle it. You know what I mean? Like all the same shit that they were putting out is coming back, but in an unfair, fucked up way, right? Everything that has ever happened to this person, or that's happening to this person, they've done it to some extent for long periods of time to someone else. But to them, they feel like it's not fair, basically, is what I'm getting here. So with this Five of Cups in reverse here, you know what I'm saying? This is the energy of basically the universe is trying to get them to move on, basically, right? Like, you know what, hey, like, you know, you got to move the fuck on. You can't just stay in this energy. You call yourself trying to stay in a cycle or trying to, you know, and maybe that's where that word wait came from. It looks like there's a narcissist out here who's trying to stop the cycle and cause it to wait. But the thing is that everything in the universe is constantly in motion and moving, right? Like your lungs, we need those, right? Guess what? They oscillate, right? Pump blood through your system. Your heart, what? Oscillates, right? Because of the oscillation of your heart and your lungs, guess what? It causes everything else in your body to oscillate. You know what I'm saying? Everything oscillates, right? Oscillation. Oscillation is confused with chaos, and maybe that's what chaos really is. Oscillation. You know what I'm saying? Because the blood has to go through the phase of being deoxygenated and oxygenated again, right? Desired and undesired. Well, if there's a blood cell that prefers to be deoxygenated over being oxygenated and vice versa, right? Either way, all things change, right? The only thing that does not change in the universe, well, I can't even say that, because even when you die, you yourself stop changing. However, the universe comes and send like scavengers and stuff like that to change your material body into something new by, you know, through consumption, right? So yeah, whoever this is, they're struggling with change, right? It's like the new path is telling them it's time to walk away from this stuff, right? It's time to move on, time to, you know, and maybe that's what they are going to do. It's like they're like, no use of crying over spilled milk. It's time to move on, right? Anxiety and depression. So yeah, this is definitely what their desire is, to move on, right? And that's possibly where the route that they're going to go, right? Then you have this magician energy out here. So this magician energy here is kind of like somebody who's counting their pennies. They're taking everything that they can to try to manifest something new all over again, right? And this time, it's in a non-deceitful way. You see what I'm saying? It's like there's a narcissist out here who's trying to like do a 180 and swap it around so that they can manifest all over again, right? I'm not the judge of the jury of that, you know. It's just, you know, hey, whatever the universe says is allowed, but whatever it says is not allowed is just not gonna be fucking allowed, right? So yeah, you got the magician out here. Whoever this is, they're trying to manifest in a non-deceitful way. It's like somebody changed their whole life around. There's a narcissist out here that changed their whole life around. I'm sorry, but you just don't see that. Oh man, that shit don't happen every day. It don't happen every day. Now just imagine somebody who used to fuck with you or bully you all the time. Now all of a sudden they're like, you know what? I believe in God. It's like, what? You know, it's not that you're laughing at the person. You just finally, like, this person gets it, right? That's a good thing. We need more people of the light out here. So you got somebody who is trying to manifest in a non-deceitful way. It's like they're trying to, you know, do it the right way, right? Maybe I spoke too soon, right? You got the Four of Wands here, and you got the Magician in the mirror. So it looks like this person could be using mirror magic, or they're using a variety of different elements here, the variety of different elemental magics and stuff like that. And yeah, this give me the vibe. Look. So you know you got the Four of Wands right here. That's like the stability or whatever. This person is losing money. They're losing a house. They're losing everything, right? This person is losing a lot of shit. But it's like this person is giving, it's like the vibe that I'm getting is that even though this person was trying to do magic to manifest shit, that's coming to an end too. You see? That came to an end too, in a sense. It's kind of like this person was using like, has been manifesting for a while now, or be trying to do like, it's like, I put it like this. It gave me the vibe of somebody who's like say like the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever. For the longest time, the Wicked Witch of the West was sending all kind of spell work, manifestations and stuff towards certain people, right? For the longest. Then the one time that this person have a change of heart and try to manifest for themselves, it doesn't work. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this person is gonna be really mad. Like, they gonna be big mad. They gonna be big mad. You mad? I can't argue with you. You is mad. You is big mad. Yeah, somebody out here gonna be big mad. Big mad. Yeah. I guess they figured since they've already paid, like, you know, I guess they figured like they were going to pay off their karma and then they'd be able to, like, you know, manifest all over again and all that stuff. No, it doesn't necessarily work like that. You know, there's other stuff. Well, you know what? I'm going to let the universe do it. It has to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get into it. All I know is I'm just going to read the cards. It's not looking too good here. Okay. Well, I can't say that because they did have that change of heart, right? And what's bringing them like balance or helping them stay balanced is manifesting, right? But that manifesting is coming to an end. You see what I'm saying? So let's see what their will is. Like, what is their intentions? Their intentions here is to reconnect with God. So it looks like somebody here is definitely trying to reconnect with God, or they're trying to reconnect with Source in some way, shape, or form. You know, and that's not bad. That's not a good thing. I mean, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing right there. You know, we all need a little light in our life. We all need that communication with God. You know what I'm saying? We all need to keep our spiritual game together, right? And yeah, you know, I think it's hilarious still though, but you know, after all of this warfare and fighting and stuff like this narcissist just turn around and say, hey, you know what? I think I believe in God. And you know, the thing is about this reading is that I'm expecting at some point that this shit is going to flip and this person is going to have somewhere, some kind of motive to this shit. And you know what, honestly, the way I see it, the motive to this was that they are losing shit. So now they're trying to be like cleanse themselves and take spiritual baths and, you know what I'm saying, take on that holy persona to get out of what they've created for other people, mostly for themselves and other people. But this is that karma kicking in, right? Yeah, look at that. I told you it was only a matter of time. This is the tactic here. This is the overall plan. And the overall plan has to do with defending this person's beliefs. This person is going to defend their belief system, whatever it may be, right? But what I see here is conflict, you know, because at one point, you were the one who had to defend your beliefs or your belief systems and stuff like that. Well, this person is now on the edge and they're trying to defend their belief systems now. They're trying to kind of remember when they was spiritually attacking you and you were going to commit the guy and you were praying every day and you was hurt and you was suffering. This person is going through all of that all over again. Only there's no one behind it taking things from them. So if they do a return or sender spell, guess what? It's not going to go anywhere because you're not out here sending bad karma to them. You're not sending bad karma to them. You're not doing spell work on them. You're not sending evil eye to them. You're not doing none of that, right? Only thing you're doing is protecting yourself, right? This person right here, this nigga right here, they going through it. It's kind of like they just completely just pissed off the entire universe now. First, they made you mad. Then they made you mad, right? Then they started making people around them angry and upset. Now they angered God by messing with you. They angered God. And then then other people around them started getting upset with them. And now the entire universe, it feels like the entire universe is against this person, but in reality, it's not. It's that mirror magic that this person was using back here. Remember I kept telling you, you have to be in that energy to project that energy. And by this person using this magic like this, they thought that they were God themselves. That's the mind state. That's the intention behind the manifestations, that they felt like God, right? They probably even tried to fool themselves into accepting a persona of God, right? Then you have to accept all the rules and regulations, in which if you do something to someone who you are claiming to have Godship over, you're essentially doing it to yourself. And that's what this manifestation essentially ended up being. They've been in this energy, this frequency, and this vibration for so long. I don't even know how long this is going to take to come off. I don't, honestly. I've been going through the spiritual warfare for about 3 or 4 years. And you know, there's a rule of 3, 6, 9, and 10. So if it's 10 years, that's a whole fucking, like, that is like, what, about 30 years? So if they're like 40 now, it's like they got to go through all of that. And by the time, like in 20 years, they'll be going through a Saturn return. So on top of the Saturn return that they got to go through, which already going to deplete some shit, there's another 10 years of this karma that they still got to pay off. And that's fucked up. And that's if it's just that 10 years. Or if it's just that law of 10. Because it could be other shit stacked on that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the math behind that shit. Only they know exactly what they did. But yeah, whoever this is, they want to connect with God. They want to start defending their beliefs and their belief system, or what they believe and stuff like that. Basically, they just want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? Where their emotions is, now it's like their mind is set on a certain emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember earlier, had that King of Cups in reverse, that narcissistic energy. Most of the time when you are Like when you going through like a mental warfare, like with that Nine of Swords energy that I had earlier, mental confliction, you have, you know, some kind of Two of Sword energy here. But this right here is like kind of like they made up their mind on something, which actually helps stabilize their emotions a little bit. It's like they made their mind up on something here, on a decision, and we're going to check that decision out. Let's see what did they decide to do here. They decided to go through the hard work and pay off that karmic debt. I have to say that is very admirable. They decided to go through that karma or deal with that karma head on. Go through the hardship of that karma, right? That is good. That is good. We are making progress now. Now we are making progress. Now we have the Earth card here. And that has to do with Four of Cups. This person is no longer watching. Whoever they were watching, they're no longer like so much being envious over what that person has. It's like now they're trying to focus on themselves. That is a blessing right there. Yeah. Look at that. You got a lot of hard work coming out here in the sun. Their hard work is going to pay off eventually, but right now there's a lot of karma affiliated with what they did and where they came from. But I wouldn't deviate from the path. I will stick with it. I will go through the karma. Because the karma, it's easier to go through the karma than it is to keep levying that shit. Because at this point, you got kids that are involved in a certain situation who can also take on that persona of that karma. And they can also go through that same shit. So either way, that karma is going to stay inside the family some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to find a way to stay inside the family, whether people want to believe it or not. You know, that karma get passed on to your kid, and then you might reincarnate as your kid's kid, depending on when you pass. You're going to reincarnate back into that karma that you started all those lifetimes ago. Yeah, it happens like that. It happens like that. People don't want to believe it. That's fine by me. I really don't give a shit. I'm just letting you know what happened. So next we have the deep diver, right? Diving into a task. Which one was this? This had to do with that flooding water thing, right? The floods of the flooding waters, right? Yeah. Okay, with the deep diver card, the first thing that I get here is like, it has to do with jumping into something, initiating into something. It could be like taking the initiative to do something. Dive, you know what I'm saying? Basically going to the depths of the sea, or delving deep into the, you know, the lower realms of your subconscious self, and evaluating your subconscious self and coming out with solutions to those problems so that you may ascend higher and take that information you got from that deep dive up. Every information, everything that is of substance that you find in your subconscious mind that you need to transform is kind of like a fish that you find in a sea. It's hard to catch on to because it always eludes our mind. But once we grab that fish, we hold on tight to it. We ascend to the surface. You holding on to it is the hardest part, because it's in its element and the secret nature of yourself that eludes you every day, right? But once you manage to bring that higher through your subconscious mind into the light for all to see, you are rewarded with what? Food, sustenance, nourishment, right? This is how you clean out your well. You have to dive deep into your subconscious mind, find things that, you know, no longer serve you, bring them to the surface, and transmute them from being this evil shark into sustenance for your body, right? And then the carcass is used to nourish the tree, or, you know, nourishment for something else, right? So when I saw that flood or whatever, it definitely gave me the vibe of someone being overwhelmed in their emotions. So like somebody is trapped in their subconscious mind here. Somebody trapped themselves in their subconscious mind. Who it could be, there's no telling. Let's find out. Uh-oh. Somebody who's look like that's that same energy that we just got done talking about. Somebody who's choosing to focus on them for once in a while, right? Finally. So somebody is choosing to focus on them, but now that they're choosing to focus on them, it's because there's this flood of subconscious stuff coming to the surface, right? Let's see what kind of energy we got here. Yeah, you got the angel of strength in reverse. Yeah. So somebody had like basically here it's kind of like the vibe of someone who was so focused on something else that they started losing strength. Remember I told you about that man who was just sitting there, just, you know, just watching? His mind is flowing to you. His energy, he's giving his energy to you, whether you know it or not. Everyone who watches you and focus on you, whether regardless what intent that they are focusing and channeling energy to you, right? It's up to you to transmute that energy into something of substance, right? Because that's, you know what I'm saying? I've been under, you know, spell work like that, where it's like this person wanted me to focus on them all the time because they're trying to transmute my energy into something. But in reality, my manifestations are stronger because you're watching me, they're watching me. The people they're trying to put me on display for is watching me. This person convinced all these people that I was such a bad person, and now all those people are watching me, and as they watch me, I channel more and more energy. Thus, when I do my manifestations, they are par none. You see? This person gave their strength away. That is something that you don't do. That's the law of, that's what Piccolo Machiavelli once said. He said, you don't give your strength away to someone who is already strong. That's the mistake that I believe the Italians did with the Catholic Church, was it? I'm not sure. I got to look at it or whatever. But he said that at one point they were strong and whatever, but they had a leader who was like, you know, pretty much swore their allegiance to like the church, an already powerful group. And when all these other subgroups dominated the church, I mean, when the church like dominated something or whatever, basically either way, it made you don't take your strength and make your, you know, someone else stronger. You see what I'm saying? And that's basically what happened here. That's basically what happened here. That was that mirror magic shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who kept using mirror magic or whatever it may be, or picture magic, whatever it may be. And they got all of this energy focused on you. All these people focused on you. All these, you know what I'm saying? Focused on you. The only thing that it was doing was making you stronger than them because you have your strength and their strength. So essentially, when they call themselves draining, trying to do stuff to you, it was them doing it to themselves because it's their energy that they're stealing back. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're giving you energy to take it back. It don't make sense. Anyway, influencing, yeah. So whoever this person is, this flooding energy that I was talking about, now they're trying to focus on you. They're in a position of weakness, right? Guess what? Now that they're in a position of weakness, here comes the tower. A tower is coming in for this person. A relentless, merciless tower, right? So we got Empress in reverse. And we got Patience, yeah. So the Emperor in reverse here, this could be like somebody's whole family. It could be like a whole family of people, a whole entity or whatever. But this give me the vibe of somebody who's very like a domineering family who gets all like a family who stick together. It's like they're all kind of like domineering, or you know what I'm saying? Like they're all more aggressive than most families or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Either way, they're going through a tower. And the Most High said, just be patient. The flood water is rolling in. Wow. So you got a narcissist that changed. You got a whole narcissistic family that's getting ready to go through fucking karma. This is wild right here, man. I did a reading earlier today and none of this came out. I don't know why. None of this came out. So in the new, oh yeah, this is the new, this is the new path available to them. That's the Nine of Cups energy. Then you have the Two of Wands energy. And then you got the King of Pentacle energy right here, right? I'm just gonna be upfront. These motherfuckers finna take some L's here. I cannot like. You got the Nine of Pentacle energy here. I mean, the Nine of Cups energy here, right? That right there has to do with self-fulfillment and happiness and stuff like that. It doesn't matter what this person does after this, what path they choose, where they go. Why? Because they're always gonna be unhappy. They can have all the money in the world, they're still gonna be unhappy. They can have all the sex partners in the world, they're still gonna be unhappy. They can have all of anything in this world, and guess what? Not gonna be happy. So if you have something and you're unhappy about what you have, guess what? Don't it defeat the purpose of having that? It defeats the purpose of having that, right? Right. Strategy in reverse? Yeah, they don't have a strategy for this shit. They don't even know how to be happy. Whoever this is, they don't know how to be happy. Yeah. So you got the Two of Wands out here, the Harmony card to balance everything out. And basically it's in a circumstance where it's kind of like splitting one thing from the other, right? So basically that's going on here is that you have this Two of Wands energy, right? Where it's like it gives me the vibe of like not knowing which way to go, indecisiveness almost, or having two opportunities come up, having people leaving you. It's like it's a separation energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially like with friends and stuff like that. Yeah, you got daughter value here, so in reverse, and you got this Two of Wands energy. It looks like somebody doesn't know their worth or didn't know their worth for a long time. And that right there is what's, you know what I'm saying? So whoever this is that was focused on you, they didn't know their own worth. That's what this whole thing is about. They didn't know their whole worth. They didn't know how much worth or value that they really had in their lives. They didn't know. So as a result, because they don't know how valuable they were going around creating chaos and havoc for other people's lives. From pain, not knowing their value, their true value, right? Even now, even if they were to discover their true value, they would still be unhappy with that. You see? As a result, somebody's getting ready to lose out on some big, big money. It looks like somebody's getting ready to take a major hit. You got the King of Pentacles here, right? So with the King of Pentacles energy here, this is definitely the energy of like a father figure or something like that. Somebody could be losing their father here. Or, yeah. It gives me the vibe of somebody who has like a lot of money or use their resources or their wisdom in a certain kind of way. It's like somebody was abusing their resources basically, which is why it's in the ending card. Normally, if this is in reverse, it's, you know, it'd be abusing. But what's coming to an end is the way that these people or this person is using their knowledge, right? The way that they are using their resources, that's coming to an end. And you got hostilities out here. So yeah. It's time for them to put an end to these hostilities because whoever this is, it's like they're losing more than what they're gaining here at this point. Woo. Wow, this is bad, man. Like, next you got the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is coming up in the fire section, right? The wheel, right? This is where their will lies. They're trying, whoever this is, they are living a lie. It's kind of like they're delusional. Somebody is stuck in some kind of delusional energy. Let's see what it's surrounded around. Yeah. Somebody is in a delusional energy about being connected to the Most High out here. Somebody is in a very delusional energy. Somebody think that they're connected to the Most High, but in reality, they could be connected with the down low, right? Yeah. Then you have the Sun card out here in the airfield or tactics and thoughts. Whoever this is, they're trying to be really optimistic about the outcome of this, but this is not something to be optimistic about. You ever heard that saying, don't be sorry? You're like, don't be sorry, ho, be careful. Yeah, that's exactly the energy that's out here, right? Don't be optimistic. Like, it's time for you to get to work. It's time for you to, like, do your self-love and shit like that. Look at this. You got the man holding a heart in reverse. That's narcissistic energy here. This is somebody who, you know, like, how can you be the man holding the heart in reverse or be heartless but optimistic? Like, that don't add up. Those halves don't go together. You know what I'm saying? Those halves don't go together. I'm just saying. What are you being optimistic about, that there will be somebody else to misuse and abuse and shit? Yeah, but essentially, this is all that it boiled down to, is that this person doesn't know their own worth, okay? They don't know their own value. They don't know how important they are. They don't know, like, this person could be the light of somebody else's world. Like, when this person walk into a room, this could be someone that makes someone feel so good. But because they don't feel good about themselves, you know what I'm saying? They have a tendency to be mean, angry, bitter, dark. You know what I'm saying? Towards other people, but they don't realize it's like they surround themselves probably around like superficial people, but they don't take the time to surround themselves around like people who really, whose eyes light up when they walk in a room, you see? And that's the thing. They don't pay attention to the people whose eyes light up when they walk in a room. They don't pay attention to them. They're more focused on the superficial people in this world. You know, there's going to be the vibe of them trying to please someone who doesn't even matter, who don't care about them. So let's see what kind of energy we got coming up with this emotions, where their emotions lie. Yeah, emotionally, they feel like they should be manifesting here, right? They feel like, you know, that they are free to manifest. That's the emotion or the energy here. It's like, they feel like they're free to make manifestations or do magic and all this other stuff, or take something, take everything, and, you know, take what's undesired and manifest it. But what are you manifesting it into? You're not even happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're trying to focus on you. Yeah, I see that. Now you got all these towers coming towards you. You're still in this delusional energy here, which means you're full of self-doubt, you know, but you're optimistic. And you still try to like manifest shit here. Okay, I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. Then you got all tied up in reverse here. So yeah, you're free to manifest, or you feel like you're free to manifest. So let's see what the reality of the situation is. Reality of the situation is that this person is working really hard, you know, and the energy behind that is the door to romance. So it looks like this person is pretty much just cutting themselves off from love life and just gonna focus on work. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles here. Door to romance. Yep. So with that being said, it's kind of like, I don't know. Somebody here, it's like, I mean, you know, whoever this is, it's kind of like, it's like I said, like, you know how it is. Like, if you come across somebody who's demonic in nature, they don't want to see other people happy. They don't want to see other people out succeed them. They just don't, you know what I'm saying? And the vibe that I get from that is definitely somebody who just, I don't know. There's nothing I can really explain it. You know, there's nothing I can use to explain it. Because it's kind of like, whoever this is, you know, yeah, with this door to romance card in reverse, you know, it give me the vibe that they're working really hard to keep someone trapped or keep somebody heart ensnared, basically. It's like this person like is going through something. They're going through towers and stuff like that. They're drowning their emotions. But the very thing that is drowning, causing them to drown in their emotions, is the one thing they cannot or will not or refuse to let go. Why would you hold on to a knife after it cuts you? That's my question. Like, you know this hurts you. You know you're in pain because of how somebody did you or whatever it may be. You know you're in pain, right? Let's admit that. You are in pain. Why would you hold on to that? Hold on to something that keeps you in pain? Whether you were right or wrong in the circumstance situation, why hold on to that? What are you holding on for? That sounds like separation issues. Somebody definitely got like separation issues here. You know what I mean? And you got on the bottom of the deck, you got the Ace of Swords, truth. Yeah, it's like, what are you holding on to? You know what I mean? All right. I guess I made that, yeah, hour mark. That's good. All right, so I guess take it easy. And I love y'all all. Take it easy. Be safe. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Be ready so you don't have to get ready. What that means is, you know, whatever spiritual defenses that you guys keep up to protect yourselves, do your protection and do your protection work. You know what I'm saying? Do your protection work. If you do, you know, whatever, do your protection work, okay? Spiritual baths, whatever it may be. I'm not saying go out here and do magic on people, or whatever it may be. Because there's a way, there's always a way. It's all about how you defend yourself, okay? You don't have to always send shit to people to defend yourself, right? Sometimes you could just have a setup where whatever they send you away, they just get it back, right? And we'll just keep it like that, right? So anyway, yeah. All right, yeah. So like I said, like, you know, just do, you know, whatever spiritual work that you've been doing to, you know, whether if you're a prayer warrior, definitely keep your prayers up. You know, if you are a chanter, you know, those my people who like to chant or you know, like do the Am Gam Ganapatiyes or whatever you do, you know, that's good. Whatever you do, just you know, keep it up. Just keep it up and protect yourself, because I'm not saying that something is coming, but I am saying that if something was to come in the middle of the night, be prepared, because let's be real, you don't always know if somebody's working ill against you or speaking ill on your name or throwing dirt on your name or going to the cemetery and doing cemetery spells and work on you. You know what I mean? You never know. It's not like they're going to run back and tell you, like, guess what, dude? I did cemetery spell on you. You're like, no, what the fuck? They don't do that shit, you know? All right. I love y'all all. Take it easy. Stay blessed. And I'll catch up with y'all later. Peace.